Hello, AuPairWorld team. I've sent a message to a potential host family, but they haven't answered me yet. What should I do? We receive everyday messages like this, so don't worry and watch this video because we will give you some tips when a situation like this happens. If you are waiting for a specific answer from a specific host family, our recommendation is not to hold up other host families. This because as much as you are waiting for a response from your specific favorite host family, also the other host family, they are waiting for your reply. So this is our first recommendation. Then if you are worried because your favorite host family doesn't reply to you, it's maybe because it depends on the countryside. This because, for example, England is one of the favorite countryside where people want to become an au pair. Imagine that a host family will receive every day a lot of messages from other au pairs, so just take them the time to answer to all the au pair. Another tip that I wanted to give you is that, for example, if after 1 week the family doesn't reply to you, my tip is that start sending another message to the family because, for example, they receive a lot of messages from a lot of au pairs, so maybe sometimes can happen that they can miss your message. So my recommendation is that after some days or 1 week they haven't replied to you yet, so maybe write to them again so that they can see your message. Now, if you have received a positive response from your favorite host family, then here start an important step that is knowing each other personally and individually. We always say that this step is very important because you can know each other better and then you can understand if you can live with this host family during your au pair stays and in the few months. We are talking about something very personal, so for this reason you will not find information like this on our website or, for example, on EasyFind, because as I have said, it is something personal that we cannot tell you if the host family is perfect for you or not and if you can live with them within a few months. But what is very important that we can help you is that we can give you some tips during your search of your host family. Then here there will be some tips that we will give you in order to guarantee fair communication between you and your host family. The first tips is that, very important, respond to all the messages. This means not only from your favorite host families, but also to other host families who are writing to you. And this I can say that it's very important because also I remember when I was au pair and I was looking from my host family, very important is to answer, that I answer not only to the messages of my favorite host families, but also to the other ones who wrote to me that, for example, for me were not good because, I don't know, they had a lot of children to take care of because they live, for example, in a city that I didn't like. So this doesn't mean that you don't have to reply to them, but very important is to reply to all messages, to all families who are writing to you. Then our second tip is that if you have received a positive feedback from your favorite host family, now it's your turn. I know that sometimes can happen that you are no more sure about a host family because you think that doesn't fit anymore your standard. Then our recommendation is that don't worry, can happen, because very important is that you write and you tell to the host family these things openly without any worries, because they will understand you. But then on the other hand, can happen that you found a host family who fits your standard. So this part is very important, and that we always say this is to start to know the family personally and individually. This means, for example, starting doing some Skype video calls in order to see the family and know each other better. And from this moment can happen two things. The first thing is that you find your host family. You say, okay, it fits my standard, it's good for me. Then you will send to them a message that you want to spend your au pair stay with them. But on the other hand, can happen also that after the Skype interview, can happen that you think that the host family doesn't fit anymore your standard. So also in this situation, don't worry, but very important is to write to your host family that after the Skype interview you understood that they don't fit good for you. And this is very important. So just not say, okay, they don't fit for me, I will not write to them, I will write to another host family. No, very important is that the host family receive a feedback, although, for example, is negative. So our recommendation is only to write to the host family a few short and nice lines where you just tell to the family that you are not interested anymore in continuing knowing each other, but at the same time you thanks them for showing their interest towards you. So I really hope that this short video will be useful for you in situation like this. And if you have other tips or recommendation, or you have some questions, please write them here below in the comments, and we'll be so happy to answer to them. And then very important, subscribe to our YouTube and our social media channel in order to get more videos like this. So see you next time. Bye!